We just woke up our audience, I
Yeah.
think. People at home, I'm counting on people to fall asleep at the end of the Tonight Show and just leave the TV on for the rating.
We'll just wake them right up.
Right, now they're waking up,
We're
seeing
in
what's
the zone.
on,
Here we
and
go.
turning it off. Now, how are we? Hey, first of all, happy Valentine's Day. You got special
Thanks.
plans? You got to have plans,
Well,
right?
it's, what, 12:45 now?
Right.
So, you and me, big guy. I guess. I don't, no, actually, I think...
What a huge disappointment for so many people.
I know, right?
Well, what are we going to do then?
Actually, I think I'm going to go to... The fashion shows are in town. And the women's shows are going on, and I might go to a fashion show tonight and check it out.
Now, you know, this is interesting because you started as a model.
Yeah.
You started out as a model before you started acting. What is it like to be a guy and have to walk down that runway? Is that something where it's everything you can do, not to feel weird?
Well, yeah, it's a little fun. Like, the guys, like, the big thing for the guys is to, like, look cool and look like, you know, you're doing your thing. And I always think that, like, the coolest looking guys are, like, the guys that are just about ready to beat somebody up, you know? Like, you saw, like, Good Will Hunting when Matt Damon's, like, going over to punch the guy. You're like, yeah, he's a bad dude, right? So my thing is when I was on the runway, you know, first you got to have, like, the face thing going. But then...
The really good-looking face thing going.
No, it's just like, it's this thing, Conan.
You got to have that kind of thing.
This thing, right? But I would look like I was angry, like I was going to beat someone up.
Right.
And so I would, like, walk down there like I was going to punch the camera guy, and then I'd get down there, I'd be like, psych, and then I would walk... I would, like, turn around and walk the other way.
That's showing him.
Yeah. So that's how I did it.
Right, right. You showed him.
Everybody's got their own technique, though.
I would not be able to pull off the, you know, really angry guy who's about to pop someone, because no one buys that from me. Well, yeah, you know what I mean? I'd have to go with a whole different look. I don't know what.
Yeah. What's up with the girls now, though? They changed the whole way the girls do their thing now. Okay, they used to be, like, sexy and do, like, the hip thing, you know? When they would walk, they would, like, pop the hip and, like,
Right.
But now they've got a new thing where the girls are, like, doing this, and they're, like, lifting the knee. Have you noticed that? And their knees are, like, hitting their jugs, and they're, like, this going down the thing.
What fashion shows are you going to? What are you going to the Moomin shots?
No, I was in Italy. Well,
in Italy, they're all, you know, yeah.
And they have fashion TV over there, and so it's just all fashion shows. You just watch them, and they're all doing this thing, Conan. I'm telling you, they're like cruising down there like that.
I have no idea what I've got to get over there and check out those fashion shows.
Come with me tonight, man.
Let's go, man.
All right.
I don't believe they're really walking like that. But anyway,
I'm serious.
All right, let's talk about. Is that your I'm serious guy?
That's my I'm serious guy. I am serious. You gotta stutter, otherwise it doesn't. I am serious.
Now you did Calvin Klein ads, and of course Calvin Klein's famous for having the guys in their briefs, in their underwear. Did you have to do the underwear ads?
No, I didn't. I'm kind of like, you know, more of like the coat rack guy. I make like a good coat hanger. I don't like have the buff. Those are like the buff guys, like Marky Mark and stuff.
They're the guys
Mark Wahlberg. I apologize, Mark, because I know he gets upset about that now if you call him.
I can calm him. Yeah.
And they got the. How did they make their package look like that? Let's be honest. I stand in front of the mirror for like
Looks
half
normal
an hour.
to me, buddy. I tell you that much right now. Look at it.
No, but then
I'm sorry. Hey,
I'm talking about before you use the penis pump. Like,
I'm sorry. I'm looking at those ads and I'm like, what's the big deal, man? Bring it on.
Yeah, but you got to, you know, think before you use the penis pump. Like,
oh, okay.
You know.
Before my pump.
Right.
All right.
And so nobody's meat and potatoes look like that, man. You can't like. I've tried to shift it around and it doesn't. So I'm just not the. I'm not the underwear
You're shifting
guy.
it around like this?
You know,
just be knocking it around. You gotta.
How do you gotta finesse it.
All right. What are you doing? Let's just... I have a responsibility for this.
I'm sorry.
This show needs to be high class. You can't come out here after Camel Toe Annie with that kind of trash talk.
I apologize.
You have to have a certain level of class. Got little hearts on it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, don't you wish you had this? Hiya, fellas. Now, I've heard that when you were in college, when you went to college, that you had to work to raise money while you were in college, and it wasn't your typical job.
Yeah, it was kind of working. It was. I mean, I was a biochemical engineering major, so it was. I had to study a lot because I'm not that bright, and so I had to like, and it was like
Because that's hard stuff. Biochemical engineering is
it's
hard.
really tough, and I really shouldn't have been doing it because... But anyway, so...
How far did you make it in there? Did you get a degree in it?
No, I didn't. I didn't, Conan. No, I quit.
All right, well...
I did. But anyway, well, so between, like, studying and, like, drinking and beer and stuff, so it's like, you know, you don't really have much time for a job. So I would donate blood plasma for money. Twice a week.
What kind of money do you get? What kind of money?
Well, on Tuesdays, the first day of the week that you can go, you would get like $25. And then on Thursdays, you had to wait a day because otherwise they'd run you out. And so on Thursdays, you would go and you could get like $15. So like 25 and 15, you're making some.
Well over
that's
$90.
$40.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, we're doing well.
Yeah.
And then we can rehydrate ourselves with the alcoholic beverages.
Now, what's the quality of your blood if you're just pretty much living off beer? I mean, you're donating it, you know, to a hospital, and people are stumbling out of the hospital.
Yeah, it was more for the plasma, I think, which is like, you know, I don't think you can really toxify that so much. I mean, you clean it out with the liver and kidney and whatnot.
We all know that process.
Hey.
I didn't think this was going to turn into a tour of the human body.
Well, you never
From
know.
the package to the liver. Now, that 70s show, very funny show, doing very well.
Yeah,
and,
we just got picked up for another year, so we're going to 2 more years after this year.
That's great.
So, yeah.
Good for you guys. Well, no surprise, doing very well. And I'm curious, I guess there was one episode where your character had to shave his legs.
Yeah.
Is that right? And you actually had to do that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did have to do it because Kelso shaves his legs.
Right.
So I had to shave them. Well, actually, when I first started the show, I had my legs shaved. For various reasons. Okay, I'm gonna explain this, okay? And this is actually a really great, like, Valentine's Day tip because for all the guys that are out there alone, see, I used a beard trimmer, so I didn't use, like, the razor. It was just a beard trimmer, you know?
Right, because that's normal to use a beard trimmer on your legs.
No,
here's
the great thing about it, though, right? With the beard trimmer, you still got a little stubble, right? And so it really feels like you're sleeping with a woman because their legs are never that clean. So you're just laying in bed and you just be like, oh. So you can sleep by yourself. No, for all the single guys out there.
Wait. Let's back it up. Back it up. Let's back this thing up just a second. You're saying that if you shave one of your legs and then sleep alone, it feels like you're with a woman if you rub your legs together.
Right. You're in bed, right? You know, and you know that your girlfriend really, if you had one, wouldn't have, like, clean-shaven legs because they never do. They're always kind of like, you know.
What do you mean they never do?
They never do, Conan. It lasts for, like, 1 day, and then they're like, well, I don't want to get in again. So it's like the whole thing. So it's like the real woman, you know? So it's nice and stubbly.
I like your impression of a woman.
Nice.
So basically, you're rubbing your legs together.
You're in bed, and it's like Valentine's Day. You're alone in New York, going to watch model shows. And you're sitting there, and you're thinking, well, this is all right, you know? And so you just gotta go for it, man.
Unbelievable.
Hey, it's
unbelievable. I think this could work. You know what's so funny? So many people are like, they're laughing right now. So many guys are going to try this.
No.
And some guys are never going to move on to anything else. They're going to be...
The funniest thing is so many people are laughing and assuming that I'm just making this up. Like, this is the real deal.
No, I knew it was real. Trust me. Well, that 70s show is on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock on Fox. And Ashton's guest starring on Just Shoot Me tomorrow night at 9:30 on NBC. Really cool to have you on the show. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're a nice guy. Ashton Kutcher, everybody. Sarah O'Hare coming up.